T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Make the ground shake.
Hey everybody, this is Pastor Chris, and I'm ready to check you into C3 Kids.
1, 2, 3. 27. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me.
Wow, Zoe, you memorized that verse like a champ. Now everyone, you're going to want to remember this verse because later on, we're going to test your memorization skills. But don't worry, no pressure. This is all for fun.
Tipsy. In this challenge, the contestant must balance a total of 3 soda cans on their beveled lower edge. It is impossible to balance the container when full, therefore the contestant must first drink some of the contents. Extracting too much or too little liquid will not allow balance. Failure to complete this task in 60 seconds may result in elimination.
Did you know that when a dolphin sleeps, only half of its brain sleeps and the other half stays awake? Wait, so it's never fully asleep? Wow, that would be a nightmare. Oh, come on, that was funny.
Stories of the Bible. God speaks to Samuel. This is Samuel.
Hi!
Samuel was the son of Hannah.
Hey, Samuel!
Hannah prayed for God to give her a son, and God did. So Hannah gave Samuel back to God.
See you, Samuel. Bye, Mom!
And Samuel grew up in the temple serving under Eli, the priest.
Hi, Eli!
As Samuel grew up, he learned how to serve God from Eli. Samuel lived in the house of God, but he did not know God or what God's voice sounded like. In those days, messages from God were rare. But one night after Eli had gone to bed, Samuel was sleeping in the tabernacle when suddenly God called out, "Samuel!"
Huh?
Samuel got up and ran to Eli and said, "Did you call me?"
Mommy?
Eli said, "I didn't call you. Go back to bed." So Samuel did. Then God called out again, "Samuel!"
Huh?
And again Samuel got up and ran to Eli asking, "Did you call me?"
Mommy?
Eli said, "I didn't call you. Go back to bed." So Samuel did. God called Samuel for a third time, "Samuel!"
Huh?
And Samuel went to Eli yet again. After 3 times, Eli realized that God was trying to speak to Samuel. So Eli taught Samuel to say, "Speak, Lord, your servant is listening."
Okay.
Samuel went back to bed, and God came and called as before, "Samuel, Samuel!" And Samuel said, "Speak, your servant is listening." God told him many things about what would happen to Israel. As Samuel grew up, God was with him, and everything God spoke through Samuel came true. Samuel was seen as a great prophet of God because he could hear the voice of God, and he listened when God spoke to him.
Isn't it cool how God spoke to Samuel? Now, if you don't hear God's voice the way Samuel did, don't feel bad. We all start somewhere. But just like Samuel, he loved God and he served God's house faithfully. But still, he didn't know God. He served him, but he didn't know who God was and he didn't know God's voice. Let me tell you a story of why it's so important to know someone's voice. Me, I like playing water sports. In a swimming pool, I like playing games. I'm not really much for laying out by the poolside, but I like to play games like Marco Polo. And I was swimming one time with some friends, and when we were playing Marco Polo, it's important to know the person's voice. Marco! Polo! The thing about the game Marco Polo is you need to know whose voice you're following. Because if you don't know whose voice you're following, you could just be going in circles. Marco! Polo! Marco! Polo! But when you recognize whose voice you're listening to, it'll guide you on which way you go. Marco! Polo! Tag, you're it! Aw, man. Like the story of Samuel, God will speak to us. We just need to learn how to listen. And that comes by knowing God's heart, which means reading His Word. Oh, that's what that means. God won't always speak to us the way He spoke to Samuel. Sometimes God might use a loud voice.
Hello!
Oh, hey God. Or He might speak to us in a low whisper, or He might move our hearts. Hello, God, is that you? That's why we need to know who God is. Now, do you know what the most important part of keeping a healthy relationship is? It's not just having fun, but it's healthy communication. That means a healthy back and forth talking with a friend. Just like God, we need to speak to Him and allow Him to talk back. Just like Samuel served God faithfully. That's the same thing we need to do. We need to serve God faithfully. That means not giving up. And when we pray, even if we don't hear Him all the time, just know, in those quiet times, when we least expect it, God will speak to us if we love Him and know Him and serve Him faithfully. Whoa! Now, did you remember the memory verse? Let's say it all together. John 10:27. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me. All right, now do you think you could say it with your eyes closed? Let's try it. John 10:27. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me. Did you do it? I know you did. You're amazing. Well, I'm so glad that you joined us today at C3 Kids. I can't wait to see you next week. I hope you have a great day. Bye.
Make the ground shake.